guys, welcome back to my channel. On this video I am going to be showing you guys how to make some chiles rellenos. This is a good recipe for Cuaresma, for Lent, especially on Fridays. So this is really good, delicious recipe. I'm going to show you guys. Stay tuned and I'll show you guys how to make this recipe. So first, what I like to do is, these are the chiles we're going to be using. These are chile poblanos. I like to rinse them really good, especially here. Rinse them. And then what I do, I take a towel and I'm gonna pat them dry before I start roasting them. And I just make sure to dry them after you rinse them off, just so you can make sure if they're in here, just make sure that you get it really good. Once you get them all dry, and then today I'm going to be using, for this recipe, I'm going to be using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so after we dry our poblano chiles, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and roast them here on top of the, if you don't want to do this process, what you can do is also get your comal and roast them on there, or you can also roast them on the oven. But for this video, I'm going to show you guys how to roast them. Just put them like that. I'm going to keep the bags because I'm going to put them in here and that way they can sweat and I can peel off the skin. So I'm going to go ahead and let them roast a little bit. We're going to turn them each side and I'll show you guys how they need to look. And you might be wondering, why do we have to roast the poblano chiles? The reason why is because when you roast them, they become softer. That way when you put them in the soup, it's not so hard to cut them with your spoon. Otherwise, if you notice, when it's so hard to cut into the chile rellenos because they didn't roast them all the way, or they didn't roast them at all. And like this, it's hard itself. It's not gonna soften up until you actually roast them first, peel them, and then you can stuff them. And this is what you want them to start looking like that. And you just keep turning them. Make sure that when you have it really low, when you're cooking, when you're letting them cook directly in the fire, just make sure it's low, and just you kind of keep turning the poblano chiles. This is what it's looking like right now, and this one is perfectly, so see how it's all evenly. I'm gonna take it. Okay, so this is what you want. You want it to look like that, kind of like burnt evenly all every side. And then I put it in here, and I'm gonna let them sweat. I put 5 in here. I'm gonna put the rest of them in here. You want to make sure they start sweating like that. So this is what they're gonna look like after about 10 minutes. Just let them sweat. And you want to go ahead and take them out. And okay. So what you do, you can peel it with your hand, and you want to remove all of that skin. See how easy it comes out when you let them sweat in the bag? And this is what you want. Just peel it. The skin will come right off. See? What you can also do, if you want to get your hands dirty, you can grab a napkin and just see right off. Okay. So here we have our poblano chiles, and this is how they look. I don't remove the seeds. I'm gonna make a slit at the queso fresco. This is the kind of queso fresco I like to use. And then for the sauce, we're gonna need 6 Roma tomatoes and half of an onion, a quarter of an onion. So this is going to be for the sauce, is 4 Roma tomatoes, a piece of garlic, and half of an onion with some chicken bouillon. And then these two Roma tomato and this quarter of an onion, I like to chop it up and put it inside the sauce, because when I'm eating my chile relleno, I like to have a little bit of pieces of tomato and onions in there. And then we're gonna need 8 eggs for 10 chile poblanos. So I like to cut the cheese in strips like this, so I can stuff the chile poblano, and it just make a little cut. See, just a little cut. I don't remove the seeds. I like the seeds on there because I don't make my sauce spicy, and I like the seed to come out in the caldo when I'm cutting it, and just stuff it. Here you go. There is your chile poblano. That way I can get the sauce starting to boil, so when the chile rellenos are done, I just dump them in here. We're gonna add some water, onion first. I added no oil. Saute the garlic a little bit. One tablespoon chicken bouillon. Blended. And we're also gonna fill it up with water and add it. Okay, so I filled it up with water. So I'm gonna add it on here. I'm gonna go ahead and now I can get myself a bigger spoon. And we're gonna let this boil. You see, I like little chunks of onion, tomato on here. I'm gonna cover it, let it boil, and then we're gonna taste it. This is what the sauce is looking right now. I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 more tablespoon of chicken bouillon. Okay, so I am gonna do 10 chiles poblanos. So what I like to do 5 first. So I'm gonna do 4 eggs for the first 5, and then I'm gonna go ahead and make a new batch for 4 eggs for the other 5. The reason why is because I don't like to do them all together, because by the time I finish frying them, the egg is watery and I don't like it like that. So we're gonna go ahead and do 4 for 5 chile rellenos first, and then I'll make a new batch. Go ahead and just add the egg whites first. I just want to go this. This is what your egg whites should look like. You want to be able to turn it around and nothing falls. Okay, so I did use 4 egg whites, but I'm only gonna use 3 yolks. So 4 egg whites, 3 yolks. There you go. And I just like to fold mixture. I do not mix this no more. I just fold. See? I just fold. Just fold. And this is what you want your mixture to look like. Again, let me flip it over. Doesn't fall. See? So this is my first batch because I like to I don't like my egg to be runny, so I do 5 at a time since I'm doing 10. So we're gonna need a little bit of flour, have my egg ready, and my poblano chiles. So what you wanna do is take just roll it. Okay. You can release any of the excess. And then you dip it. There's no need to put any toothpicks on here. The cheese will not fall. There we go. See? And then you take it over here. And remember, you do not need a lot of oil to fry these chile rellenos. Just enough to fry them. I like how the caldito is boiling really good. See? Just want to make sure that the egg gets on the sides. That is why I'm doing like this. I can push the oil to cook the side. I put them in a paper towel just so a little bit of the oil can drain before I put it in here. Take it. Okay, and then I like to do it like this. And you can also go like this with your hand. And then you take it out, see? So the cheese will now fall. Will not fall. And then I take them out, let them drain a little bit. Put them on a paper towel, and then I'm going to put them in directly in here. And there's my 5 chiles, and this is why I like to do 5 at a time, because now the egg is runny. Okay, so that is why I like to make a new batch. I'm going to throw this away and make a new batch for the other 5 chiles poblano. But for now, 5 are in here already. So I went ahead and added 1 more water bottle just because we like it very caldito. So, but it's up to you. If you don't want to add a little bit more water, that's fine. But we want our sauce to be nice and caldito like this. See? This is how we like our caldito. It's not so thick and it's not so watery. Right in between. See? Relleno. And this is why I like to add tomato and onion. Just chop it up and put it on the caldo because I want to see it on the caldito. And there we go. You can also pair it with some rice, some frijoles, whatever you like. We like to eat it like this. Caldito, dip our tortilla in the caldito. And there you have it. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is great for Lent. chiles rellenos son riquísimos durante la cuaresma, así que ojalá que les haya gustado. Compartan, denos un like y suscríbanse a nuestro canal. Muchas gracias y nos vemos hasta luego. Bye bye.